relationship. Do you know why I hate when people in a relationship that tell me your time will come or be patient, love yourself? Piss off.
I know Emma hates that.
Piss off.
Do you know why I hate that
Don't
shit?
tell
Yeah,
me that.
She saw my whole body. Do you know why I hate that shit? Yeah, because people feel like they can get into a relationship and all of a sudden shame on the singleness.
It's not by force to have kids. Parenting ain't for everyone.
I agree.
Yeah, I
To the
agree.
T.
I agree.
I agree because
Like, forget her man crying at the altar. It's if I see my friends crying at the altar, because damn,
yeah,
they
no, like
how hard.
I don't know why she had to say automatic. I'm expecting you used to cry.
Yeah,
Are
100%.
you?
I will cry.
If you don't cry, we're stuck.
If you look at me, I might laugh.
I'm like, cut the cameras. Reload it.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Girls Collective podcast. I'm Shay.
I'm Shani.
And I'm Emma.
But anyway, if anyone's like our audience is going through the same thing, or if you're in a relationship, do you know why I hate when people in a relationship that tell me your time will come or be patient, love yourself? Piss off.
I know Emma hates that.
Piss off.
Do you know why I hate that
Don't
shit?
tell
Yeah,
me that.
She saw my whole body. Do you know why I hate that shit? Yeah, because people feel like they can get into a relationship and all of a sudden shame on the singleness.
Yes, yes.
Listen to me, you're not even perfect. You're still a human being. You just have somebody by your side.
Yeah.
What do you mean you can shit on us? I
Yeah,
hate
like,
that
don't
shit.
Tell me don't tell me stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, I hear
be
it.
patient and wait.
Watch that back because they made my face switch. Yeah.
Nah, like stop. But why do couples do that though?
I think I'm assuming that they feel like it's like when somebody is in a better career path than the next person, they just feel like, oh, I'm in a better position than you. I can give you advice. It's like they're mummying you. Like, stop baby.
But you know what? I think it's because they understand how hard it's been. Like, I remember seeing a girl on TikTok and she was like, I don't know if you guys saw, she basically said, like, forget her man crying at the altar. It's if I see my friends crying at the altar, because damn,
like
how hard
no.
it's
I don't know why she had to say automatic. I'm expecting you used to cry.
Yeah,
Are you?
100%. I will cry.
If you don't cry, we're stuck.
If you look at me, I might laugh.
I'm like, cut the cameras. Reload it. Like, I don't expect my mum to cry. I don't know why I don't expect her to cry. Because she
Maybe
just
when
wants
you
to get
guys
me
do
out.
your dress reveal, I'll probably cry. But
Yeah.
it's like, damn.
Yeah,
You're
like
actually getting married.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Like, because I feel like I will cry because knowing the memories and knowing like what we've been through.
Life is not going to be the same
like,
once someone says that. Most people will say I do.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Because knowing the trials and tribulations y'all went through with these crusty men. And then you have the one there in front of you.
Right. My biggest pain is literally if your husbands are literally just in an eye view, or you know who they are, or they're like a friend of a friend.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
crazy.
crazy.
I think mine, yeah. I feel like, oh, somebody knows.
Because God, what happened? Why did we take so long here?
I know, right?
I'll just think, you made me do all of this.
But remember, that person's also grown up and you've grown up and your mindsets have shifted and things like that.
You know, because of that, you know what my prayers are now about my future husband? I just pray that God to bring him to me right now. All the circulation, or like prepare him actually ready. Like, prepare him for me right now.
Yeah.
Not for nobody else. I don't know why you were preparing him for somebody for me, but
Nah, man. But when the time is right, they'll walk into our lives. We'll walk into their lives.
Amen. Amen. No, they should walk.
No,
It's a skip and hop.
they should both
Sprint even.
we should both use some both together.
Legit.
The post was, what opinion about adulthood will have you like this? That's the meme.
Say that again. Oh, I saw that. What does it say?
What opinion about adulthood will have you like this?
Bills. I swear, bills. Every time I think I've paid every bill, there's always
With more.
one bill that hasn't been paid.
I don't know when my bills got more.
Yeah, I just feel like everything's. I don't know if they're just increasing the price.
They definitely are. Every year they're increasing
Because
prices.
I don't know when things. Like, I don't get it. Like I know, like
Like, I just thinking, because even, was it, I think last night I signed up to the gym. I cancelled this morning. I cancelled this. I said, do you know what?
gym is expensive, you know.
I said, I cancelled it because I said, do you know what? I'm not adding this to my, because I have like a list of where I add my expenses. And then I added it to it and I said, do you know what? It's getting cancelled. We're doing home workouts and running.
And that's the works because people were doing it during lockdown.
Yeah.
People
'cause I
actually-
said, absolutely not. But I feel like bills has me up in a chokehold like that.
Yeah.
Because, no. What about you guys?
I would say bills, you know. I don't know, responsibilities, man. I hate responsibility. I've been running from shit for my life. But yeah, I think responsibilities, like having to actually do things,
Yeah.
like you were saying, since you turned 25, like I actually have to do things. Like
Yeah.
whether I like it or
Or
not,
not,
it has to
yeah.
be done. And like,
I think mine is what Shay said at the beginning, that my future literally depends on me. No one can help myself but me.
no.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's
Literally,
Maybe.
guys.
But let me read the comments. Some people said you can't keep blaming your upbringing.
Yeah.
I
And
agree.
I feel
while
like after a
I
while you have to stop.
agree,
I also
Yeah.
disagree a little bit.
I disagree too. As someone who has like studied this at uni, I feel like a lot. Stop it. I think there's a lot that happened during our childhood which makes us who we are now. I'm not saying that should be an excuse, but it's a reason why you behave the way you do and think the way you do. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's about using it as more of a, I don't know, more of a reason to
To
be
get
better.
better.
than an
Yeah, rather than
excuse.
beating
Yeah.
yourself about it.
Yeah, I'll say like 50-50. Because I
Mhm.
feel like your upbringing does come with challenges, because I feel like when you are, I wouldn't say poor, but let's say like us, we're middle class.
Mhm.
I feel like it's more expensive when you're a middle classer compared to being rich. Because, for example, if something happened to us today, we can't sort it out straight away. Unless you have the funds, you can't sort something out straight away. It ends up being more expensive because you have to wait a long time to sort something out. If you had the money, you would just do it like that.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, if you had like a toothache, they're telling you £400 to do a root canal.
Just go
You've got
private,
£400 like that.
Just laying around.
But because it's so expensive, you leave it in your mouth for so long to the point where it costs you more than £800 now to do the tooth. Do you know what I mean? I feel like when you are in a lower class or when you're poorer,
Yeah.
it's more expensive to do things. It's more expensive to do shopping. It's more expensive to do certain things because you don't have the funds there and there. If that makes sense. So that does have an effect to it. But at the same time, after a while, you kind of just have to block that out and focus on your craft and make it out the hood. Would I say the hood? I don't live in the hood. Let me not gas
it. Someone said it's not by force to have kids. Parenting ain't for everyone.
I agree.
Yeah, I
To the
agree.
T.
I agree.
I agree because
Do you see them tweet when them TikToks where people are like, I don't know, somebody's like, because obviously being a baby mother and all of that is becoming the new norm, innit? Somebody's, I don't care what this generation is pushing. I'll be a wife and then a mother. Like, I think I actually agree.
yeah, because I just don't understand. Like, but women, okay, when it comes to dating men with multiple children, right? As a woman, okay, you have to think sometimes and be like, he's been through 4 different women, and you think you're gonna be the solid number 5. Think about it. Just think
Some
about
people
it.
think they're the one, innit?
Just think about it. Because there's
think
no
that's-
way you've gone through 4 women and you're not with one of them.
Some people
That's
actually,
delusional, actually. Thinking that you're
the
going to
one.
be the number one and the person that can change him.
Like, legit.
That's delusional because I
When
know
God
we've all
can't
been
even-
there at some
when-
point.
when God hasn't
Thinking we
even
can
reached
change
that person.
somebody.
Nah, man.
That one.
Like,
I think as humans, you know how people are like, men like the chase. As humans, we like challenges. We actually do because sometimes deeper, there's some of the situations we put ourselves in is so challenging, and I'm just thinking, how the hell did I manage to put myself into that situation? Because how can I come out of it now?
yeah.
Yeah, I think as humans, we actually love challenges. Why are you
do.
laughing?
When you think about it, you actually do.
Yeah, we like to conquer. We don't want it.
But and I feel like because as women naturally we're just nurturers, like we want to take care, we want to
that's what I was
uplift
gonna
you, want you to do well.
Exactly.
So naturally we're just gonna do that because we want our man to be the best.
Yeah.
But unfortunately they just use that, take what they need, and then we're left there with nothing, you know. But yeah, I don't really want to be a baby mum. Please God, I rebuke it. I do not. Not there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, I don't. That's a something I've seen a lot in my family, and I don't really want that for myself.
Agreed.
So,
No.
What if would you wanna? What if you get pregnant by the guy that you're with, and then obviously you spoke about marriage and all of that, but you just get pregnant by the guy before
the marriage
getting
and
married?
stuff.
Yeah.
Then we need to take things into motion and start doing what we need to do.
Yeah.
Like we agreed marriage, but unfortunately we're pregnant.
Okay, so you haven't agreed to abstain from sex. You've just said this is how you would like it to go, but you end up having sex.
Like, because obviously things happen.
Shit happen. Yeah, exactly. then
Yeah,
I
you
need
have
a
to-
finger on. That's my push present. I need a finger. I need a
Yeah,
ring
ring
on
a
his
finger. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You
that's
have to
my push
start putting
present.
things in motion, especially if you
I feel-
both
yeah,
know.
I feel like as a man, the moment you get a woman pregnant, I can't lie to you. No matter what, you can't tell me you're not gonna be with the woman that you've impregnated.
Yeah,
I just feel
legit.
like
It's wild that men do that.
That's how it
like,
goes,
yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
what men
Like-
do. They
Nah, what
not
you
all
mean?
men.
Some.
God, start dragging us left, right, and center.
They're
Like you say men, and they're like, no, all right, calm down.
literally very much so defensive. But
Yeah.
I feel
Don't
like
finish
at the
me.
moment you impregnate, you're able to impregnate a woman. Like you now have to step up. You now have to step up and be a father and a wife.
Yeah, as
I mean,
you
a
should.
husband to the woman. that
Like,
you've
because the baby
impregnated.
didn't make itself. Like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know how.
Why does the baby have to
Do you know
suffer?
what it is? I feel like men has gotten away with it so much. That's the reason why baby mother. There's a lot of baby mothers.
Yeah,
Men get away
they get away
with that
with
shit.
a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot. It's
Some
been
men.
happening.
As Shay was saying, I have to keep doing you lot some because there's actually good men out there.
There is good men out there. There is that are providing, that are doing what they need to do.
Okay.
Shout out to them.
Let me read a few more. Parents have a favorite child.
100.
100%. 100%.
I used to actually be like, no, because I
But
used
yeah,
to not
but
think.
no, they do.
They do. They
Yeah,
definitely do. They have a one
100.
that they will go to for certain things and one that they will.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
defo know.
100%. No matter
Yeah.
what they say, please.
Do you think you're your mum's favorite?
No.
Who do you think is your?
I think my
thought
brother
we-
is because he's the only boy and he's
Okay.
the oldest.
Okay.
And yeah, in her mind, he's probably set the tone for how she'll like the rest of us to follow.
Yeah.
So I think it's my brother. I think we'd all actually agree
Your
that it's
sibling.
him. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I feel like we would, yeah.
What about you?
I think my brother.
Ciao.
Yeah.
my
Mums and
brother,
their
my younger
sons,
brother.
man. Flip
Mums
and
and their-
heck.
Yeah.
I've been having to go
definitely
with my mum about that
Bro.
because you're not like I'm
Can't
so
separate the
sorry.
two.
You need to actually let the man out.
Yeah.
I'm literally so sorry. Let them do like. I said my mum said she's gonna go gun race and I said cool, that's fine. And my brothers are like, no, don't go.
Because they know what's happening.
If it's me running the house,
It's a wrap.
listen,
a wrap.
Y'all gonna be cleaners by the time she comes back. What?
The next one is you can choose your family. Again, agreed.
I agree.
Yeah, I
definitely.
agree. You can.
But the only way you cannot is if this is what I'm saying. Like the only way I feel like you cannot choose your family is if you actually. That's what I'm saying. People actually need to have these kind of conversations. Like the moment you're dating somebody, you should actually know that you're dating this person for the real reasons.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you're gonna be sexually active, whatever, you're actually doing it for the real reasons. Because if you impregnate somebody, I'm so sorry, you now have a responsibility.
Yeah.
So then that, and then men go. Some men will be like, "Oh, I don't
Yeah.
think I want to be with you." No, you ain't got a choice now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah.
You ain't got
That's
no
it.
choice.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that
it.
shit. That morals shouldn't be. That, I feel like
I
it shouldn't be
agree.
normal for
Yeah.
men. Should be able to feel like I don't want to be with you after I've impregnated you. I want to be
Yeah.
with somebody else.
Yeah, no,
I think it's so crazy that men think that because it's like men, I don't understand with some men. It's like, how can you just go about your day knowing that your kid needs money, your kid needs school uniform, or they need stuff, food in the
What you're
house, but you're
missing.
out here living your life every single weekend. Crazy.
Oh, I hear it,
Crazy.
bro.
But you know,
I think aside from that as well, I think even down to friends,
Mm.
in that sense, you can also choose your family.
Yeah.
I saw another video on TikTok, and we probably all know her. I can't remember Haley, right? Haley, she's like a public speaker,
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
Oh,
her
yeah, yeah,
husband,
yeah.
And she was on the ladies' podcast, to my sister's podcast, right? And she was basically saying like you need to move to your friends. Do you know what I mean? The same we're intentional about dating and men and what we expect from them is the same thing
Friendship,
the same thing applies
yeah.
in friendship. You need to move to them, romance them, compliment them,
think we've
date
had this
them, get to
conversation
know
before,
them.
innit?
Yeah, I think it's very important to have that aspect in both relationships.
Yeah.
I tend to forget that at the end of the day, they're both a relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why there's something about people putting certains over. Obviously, some people will put their friendship over their relationship, and some people
And
put their
vice versa,
relationship.
yeah.
But I don't know why
It's about
people
like
always-
finding balance between the
both
both.
of them.
And I feel like a lot of times we also have to take in that like when you do get a partner, that partner needs to also understand that you're not just taking on me. You also have to take on my
Everyone
friends.
else, exactly.
You get what I mean? Because they're me. They're my
They're part of me.
So
Yeah.
you have to take them. Not to say like you have to do a lot of things, but you just have to
But
understand
they're
that
your family now.
they're my
as well.
family as well, like
Mhm.
kind of thing. So that's another thing you got to take into consideration. as
Yeah.
well.
Okay, let me do two more. I refuse to show respect to my elders if they disrespect me or demand respect.
See that?
I agree.
I think is
I agree, and I disagree. It's true. People can't just expect respect.
Okay, that I agree.
Yeah.
I thought,
Why do you disagree?
Because I was gonna say, because I when you read it, I actually heard it in a different, because there was a recent sighting on TikTok about some guy basically was saying how at work she actually gives hands to people at work a lot, like the aunties. She actually helps them. And therefore do a lot of things, and then the comment section was basically making it look like I ain't helping nobody, them kind of things, like nobody, if you don't respect, I ain't, like them kind of things. But the reason why I heard it in a different way, what you read, I received it differently.
Yeah. No, if you're just disrespectful from the jump,
you're
never gonna get any respect from me. You've completely lost it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't think you're gonna get a word from me.
Exactly. So in that sense,
does it mean like your elders and things like that?
So is that
like
again?
your elders?
Yeah.
I just feel like when they have an action, let's go silent.
I feel like the first one is to not respond in ways.
From whatever. I just go silent and just leave it, because I'm just thinking.
Because the moment you open your mouth and do the same level, then you're as disrespectful.
Yeah. No, exactly. So I agree. Okay, and then last one. I think this is a good one considering what we just spoke about. It is also not too late to switch careers at any age.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I actually agree.
Whenever
I always say that. I feel like
ready.
there are people that are 65 and still chasing their dream.
Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
like whenever you feel ready, whenever you think it's your time, do what you need to do. Change that career, especially if you're miserable at the one that you are at now. Change it.
100.
Change it.
You should always be able to feel like you can switch.
Yeah.
What my mom used to say, I never used to understand. She just used to be like, you can get as many certificates and as many experience in different places as you can. You don't have, that doesn't have to be what you need to do for the rest of your life. But just in case in the future you want to you want to try different things, then you have that opportunity there, because you need money in this life.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's I think a TikToker was like to me, like, when you're in your 20s, this is like the best time for you to experiment and try everything that you're curious about. Go out and try it, and then you never know wherever it's going to land you, but just literally go out there and experiment with every single career path that you think that you're interested in.
When people talk about in my 20s, when does it end? Because my biggest fear is I'm doing all my 20s is how long 20s, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so big. It's like, when do I actually when do I stop doing my experience so I can now to actually figure out what I want to do? Like, I'm not talking about the question that the lady said. I'm talking about in general, when people are like, do this in your 20s, travel in your 20s. It's like, would I spend my life doing all of these fun things in my 20s? When do I actually
get to your when you get to in your 20s, I feel like our mindset is different. Our bodies are different. The way we see life, we're only just seeing life for what it really is. So I feel like once you get to your 30s, you should kind of know how to navigate
life.
Life.
You think your 30s is too late? Well, they will beat me.
No, I don't feel like it's too late to do anything in your 30s, but I feel like once you get to your 30s, you kind of understand life a little bit more.
Okay.
I feel like from experiencing your 20s, I feel like by the time you get to your 30s, you should have an understanding of how life, not to say you have everything figured out, but you should kind of know, like, okay, this is the world we live in. How do I want to be in this world, kind of thing. But that's why I said that you should spend your 20s just experimenting, just going out.
But when does it stop?
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't.
You will know when it's time to stop. Once you figured it out, you will know.
Yeah. But
there's no time. I think, oh my gosh, it's actually so sad that we put time limits on life.
But that's because
life doesn't stop until you're literally dead.
Yeah.
So who said you can't change your
the reason why
mind when you're like 60 something?
The reason I think people put time on it is like, nobody ever wants to miss out and nobody wants to feel ever too late.
Yeah. I think ideally we would like to have certain things by now.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's just not the case.
I just wanted to get married before I was 25.
I know.
Like, this is my marriage number.
If I was getting married right now, I don't think I would. Well, I never know, but no.
And I even said the other day, like, if I was to have a kid right now, that kid is gonna suffer.
Yeah, someone asked me the other day,
your mother?
Do I want to have kids right now? I said, absolutely not.
That child would have regretted coming out of me.
Because,
God forbid.
At this time right now in my life.
Stop.
I saw a TikToker. She was asking, like, parents, like, how do you guys decide when you want to have a day off, when you don't want to do nothing? And a lot of them say we don't. Like, you just have to keep on going because there's no other choice.
They don't get to tap out.
Unless you've got that support system, right?
Do you know what times I tap out? Like, if I have a child, I can't tap out.
There's this girl, I don't know if you've seen her, this TikTok, her name is Grace. And she used to do a lot of talking on TikTok. I actually like her. she has a child now, and she was like, I was screaming for TikTok, and then she comes up and she was like, in case you didn't take your morning pill, this is your sign to take your morning pill right now. She woke up in the middle of the night to clean her whole house, wash her hair, do her own hair. But whilst mid doing her hair in the middle of the night, her son woke up.
Yeah. And everything's.
And she had to do everything in the night because that's when the child sleeps.
Yeah.
Damn, that is crazy to me. That's crazy because like literally last night, it was around midnight. I decided I want to get up and tidy my room. But imagine if I had a child, I don't really have an option to either get my sleep or leave the house messy. That is crazy.
Even like when I watch my mom sometimes, like her only tap out. Yeah, I think being a mother is there's no tapping out.
Yeah.
Because I always tell her like, do you think you was gonna sit and relax? I'm so sorry.
No, I feel like that because everyone in my house is older. I feel like my mom can tap out now.
Yeah.
She doesn't really have to like. Obviously, she'll be her mum self and do whatever she wants to do. But it's like now she doesn't really have to do that much mothering.
Maybe she just has to be there emotionally and physically.
Yeah. Like whenever we need her, she will be there. But it's like now she doesn't really have to cook or clean or do anything because we're all adults.
Yeah.
You know. So I feel like for your household it's a bit different because you still got young ones, so it's a bit different. But in my household, it's
I don't
like
think my mum will ever stop that. I think she loves being
a mum.
She loves being a wife as well. So I don't think she's ever gonna tap out that boy.
That's so cute.
I had a question. I saw on TikTok on Sunday, this lady was on live and the question was, it's coming to me. The question was, why do you think there's not a lot of marriages in this society? And there was a guy on there and basically the girl came to explain and was like how a lot of women are very independent nowadays. And the way that the girl was explaining, the girl was not saying we want to be independent. The girl was basically saying how back in the day, men used to marry because they had to be, they were basically men. They were basically men. And I'm throwing this at the men right now. They were basically men because they were the ones with the money. They were the ones with the like big jobs. They were the ones providing emotionally, physically. Now, women are more powerful and more hardworking than men right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been saying this for time. Like,
I agree.
women work so hard than some men. I've seen certain men. I'm just thinking you're actually very lazy for a guy.
Yeah.
I've actually seen some guys. I'm thinking you're very lazy, but I'm not gonna say because if I say I'm putting your manhood down.
Yeah.
But you're very lazy for a guy. Like you need to actually get up and get a job. Because if a woman can get up, open a shop, do a business, and then do nursing,
Yeah.
and then also go to uni, and then come back and still have time to party every weekend. And the only thing that you're doing is the shortcut, which is F. You failed as a man. You actually failed as a man. Because even in the Bible, it says that men are supposed to be masculine and men are supposed to be leaders.
Yeah.
We're not saying take the piss out of the leadership and take the piss out of the masculinity that you have. But unfortunately, so the girl was basically saying that, and then the man, this guy in the chat was like, he got so angry.
Oh, Lord. Because again, he felt like she was probably attacking his man.
Right?
But
and I feel like people are going to feel that way about what I just said.
Yeah, but it's the truth though. Because I saw a post, I think you reposted it as well. There's a post, a girl was like, oh, as a girl. And then the next slide was, why are you working so hard as a man? Do we have a choice?
Oh my goodness.
You've seen it as well.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
We don't have a choice.
Yeah, he said that's a turn off for him. Like, I don't know if it's is it the pop the balloon video?
Oh no, but I have seen that one though.
What kind of
seen that one?
The balloon video.
Yeah.
He said he popped his balloon because she sounds very busy. He doesn't like his woman to be so busy doing A, B, C, D, E.
Which I hear, but I hope you're coming, whatever that you're coming in my life. Because the reason why, anyways, a woman will be that busy is because they've never had a provider in their life. So unless you're coming to take off every stress in my body and just let me be the lady that I'm supposed to be.
Before you opened your mouth to say, you know what, I understand
much.
you're a busy woman, I will help you carry the load. You've popped your balloon because... So are you intimidated by me?
You need to cut that balloon shit as well.
Yeah, they need to drop that. What do you mean?
They need to leave that into 2023. as the years come to it, then that's where we should leave.
No, that type of shit shouldn't have been like 2019.
Yeah,
pre-COVID.
like why is that still happening? But back to the point though, I feel like he shouldn't have said it like that. Because as a man, you should be able to just come over and say to a woman,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna take care of you."
It just tells me
A
you've
lot of
got
men-
nothing
A
going
lot
for
of ways,
yourself.
a lot of men.
That's what it's giving. You've got nothing going for
I am.
yourself. Wait, what did Emma say?
That's if we're gonna get dragged.
What did you say?
There's not a lot of men. There's not a lot of men. There's a lot of boys. It's true though.
No, but facts.
No, but it's actually true. I just feel like
Because women are doing their shit. Like
there's some girls that they're
women
doing a
multiple
lot.
businesses.
Bro,
Like-
our head is always clicking to think of businesses to do. I'm sitting here doing my podcast because I want money, and I go to
I mean,
the times that we have
Yeah.
student, we have work at the same time.
Yeah. Not to say that there are
And
men
you
out
think
here that
you
are
think it's okay to
providing.
go and do fraud and come back
But
and
it's
tell me you
not
have money?
many. You know, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Please don't drag me.
I feel like we've got on
But
men
to
a lot
answer your
this
question, I
episode.
think again, yeah, there's not a lot of marriages because a lot of women are just more independent. I don't think some people don't see the benefits in being married because it's like what you can do, I can probably do myself anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So
And another person was like how they feel like marriage is not spiritual anymore. And
that's
I
probably
so
that as well.
agree
It's
with
the
that.
essence of it. It's like probably
That
the
man was
image,
so
like
angry.
what love looks like. on
Yeah.
social media is probably what
Rather
everyone's
than
getting
what-
caught up in.
Yeah.
And then I also feel like people don't go to marriage counseling enough pre-marriage. People just get up and they just want to get married because they just want to have sex early. But yeah, people just like, do you know what I mean? People just feel like, oh, let's get married. But no, that's not the case. I feel like they need to actually teach. The marriage counseling needs to become a thing again.
Sorry.
Marriage counseling needs to become a thing again. People need to actually pray, like hold hands with your partner that says they want
Yeah.
to marry you, and literally pray and fast about it.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Because once you're there, once you're at the altar, you ain't turning
It's alright.
back.
It's a wrap. Type of the bow.
Literally,
Honestly.
There was a post that I saw on TikTok, and a woman. This is this post that I saw, right, and it had this caption in the front of it.
Shall we be on TikTok? The amount of times we said we saw someone on TikTok.
Too much procrastination. There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
So there was a post, and she was basically saying women are driving the human race towards extinction because we're sick of men and the society they've built. So I think I can't remember what country.
Oh.
I hate us. I remember what country it is, but
Oh gosh.
the women in a specific country, I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. That they're refusing to have children because of the way
Damn.
men are treating women in society.
Damn.
so
To
there's
the point where it's like, if women don't start having kids, there's gonna be no human race.
that's the kind of
And
that
it goes
people-
against because God wants us to get married
Married
to
and
reproduce.
But that's the
So it
foot-
just goes against so much.
That's the foot that the UK needs to put down. The UK needs to stand on business. That's the kind of business
So,
they need to stand.
Adding to that, do you think that we should start sending boys to the army when they're 18 again?
Yes.
Or is it 18 or 16?
No.
We should start enlisting them.
Yes,
No,
they should go and
no.
conquer and come
No,
back.
ever. No.
Oh, so where's the real men at?
As in, I don't think we should be sending men to the army, but
There's
I
some.
just feel like men need to just come to the times and start educating themselves and just start.
There's a lot of sassy men, you know.
Look at yourself, educate yourself. Are you treating women the way they're meant to be treated? Like, I don't get it.
You know, people don't even say, "Oh, they will treat you right because they have sisters." People don't even say
I
that.
was
no
gonna say,
more.
They don't even do that.
But even so, they don't care. They
They
will
don't
say,
care.
if it was
People
my
don't even say
sister, I wouldn't want that to be done to her. But you actually don't
Don't
care because
care.
I'm not your sister, in fact. Do you get what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Some
you
people
will
don't
treat
treat
me
them
as
lines
trash as you
anymore
want.
because the people even with sisters are even their baddest minders. They will treat you like you.
But if it's their sister, they will have chat. But
Yeah.
again, like that lyric needs to be deleted. Don't
Yeah.
ever say that again because they just don't care anyway.
Yeah, I don't care.
So
I feel like it's just there's a lot of evil people in the world, so everyone's just willing to like.
everyone's just selfish. It's just what
Yeah.
can I gain? Like even on that post, I said, "What will have you like this?" That meme. Someone said, "People will treat you better the more that you have," and it's true.
Very true.
Guys, as you get
Very,
older, the
very
things you
true.
actually. Do you know what? As I'm getting older and I'm running about myself now, looking back on such situations I was in, and just like, damn, people are actually wicked and selfish. And it's because like you're so kind and you're empathetic and all of that good stuff. People will actually take the piss.
Once
and
you don't
oh
give
my-
anymore, people are
yeah.
just like,
Yeah,
you change.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I've noticed that as well.
But yeah,
You've got to step back sometimes.
yeah.
Legit.
Some men are just selfish. It's just about what can they gain from you and then they're gone.
Yeah, literally.
That's like everyone.
Why?
though.
so why? No, honestly, like, why
As a
do you actually want to
society,
be
how are
so
we gonna
wicked?
change this? How, as a society, how are we gonna change? Not to say to change men, but men need to come together as a collective and start doing things within their own community as men to make sure they're treating women
You
better.
just need to stop being sassy. You cannot come in a relationship and what when I want.
Our last resort will literally be if that same rule gets implemented in the
That's what I'm saying, we need to
UK.
stand on business.
It's a wrap, because what do you actually mean? You might as well start doing women here, men here, just segregate us, because at this point,
Nah.
that's like last resort. Like, that's just almost like the world is over.
Okay, saying to say that men are actually, some men are very much what I'm been saying about them. Yeah. I also say to say that
Oh, don't
as
finish me.
women, we might also need to be a bit more feminine, like for the men, for so that they can.
I
That's
agree.
you.
I feel like there's
I feel like
certain.
sometimes,
I feel like sometimes we
because of
meet.
what we've been through,
Yeah.
and basically because we're very independent. We do have masculine traits. We do.
I know.
But the reason why,
But again, because like we've said previously, it's a man that needs to come into our lives that will bring out the feminine side.
I hear it.
That's true. That's very true. But let's be real here. If we see a guy attractive, we are gonna automatically be more
You
flirty,
do automatically become
be more, softer, gentle. Don't want to be dabbing him up and things like that.
Do you get
and
what I'm saying?
punching
It's
him.
just your approach and how you speak to me.
God, we're suffering as a generation.
We'll see. We'll get there, innit? We'll get there. I feel like we've gotten to men a lot today. We do love you guys.
We
Appreciate
actually,
you.
I was gonna say we actually need you as much as you lot need us. We just need you to
Yeah.
appreciate us more. Make this the thumbnail.
Oh Lord.
Oh
Anyway,
my gosh.
maybe we'll bring them along to our weddings.
Oh yeah. So, but the thing that I mentioned.
Our community, the GC.
What?
When we get married, we'll bring
Yeah.
them along so they can see that we've actually got married.
Oh,
The
cool.
men.
Bro, they've seen us growing, like our mentality back then to now.
It's
has
definitely changed.
changed.
Yeah, it's definitely changed. Like,
No, it has changed. No, we've
100.
grown so much since our first ever episode.
oh yeah,
No,
definitely.
we
Yeah.
have
The way I
100%.
view men is very different.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
way I
that's
view my.
That's why I'm like, whenever we
different.
say stuff and people are like dragging the conversation, I'm just thinking, baby, I think this now because of how I only have this opinion about certain things because of how I've been brought up and
Yeah.
how my life is.
Yeah.
So if don't come and attack me, instead educate me.
Yeah,